Good morning, team. Uwe Jacobs, property strategist from Property Friends, reporting to you from Townsville and from the car, being on the way to a meeting. Yeah, look, it's a nice 25 degrees. It's a bit muggy, but you got to take what you get given. Today's subject, well, it's really a bit esoteric, I guess. Today's subject is relationships. Now, what's that got to do with property investing, I hear you ask. Well, just about everything. In our 20 years of property investment and looking after the team and doing sets of properties, nothing has ever been more important than relationships. Remember that in my corporate career, I was trained to punch holes into contracts. So all I need is a team of lawyers large enough and a budget large enough, and I can bring any contract down or frustrate any contract. However, if two gentlemen or gentlepersons look each other in the eye, shake hands, and can trust each other, that is worth a lot more. So I work extensively through relationships, which are really important to me in my business, and which create avenues and chances and opportunities, as we have seen this week again. On the way down from, well, really in Cairns, we had a chance meeting. I saw something, I followed through something that felt right. We met some great people. We may do a deal. You never know. But in the first instance, as with any relationship, you got to work out whether you can trust each other and work with each other. And that's going to be the case also this week here in Townsville. I get to do something that is really, really fun for me. Property Friends is entering what I call a big deal. So we're going to negotiate on 15 lots and 15 houses in one hit. That to me is a lot of fun. I like big deals better than small deals. And that's when the rubber hits the road. Of course, I can muscle my way through and take advantage of that bargaining power that I have. I rather look for a good deal that is a win-win and that is built on a good relationship. Because in the long term, that will serve everybody better, with a better outcome, with a better land, with a better property, than trying to throw anybody to the wall. That just doesn't work. And it's short term. And in Property Friends, we are all about long term. So anyway, look at your relationships, work with great relationships, and life will look after you. That's my esoteric summary for the day. All right, we're really only starting in Townsville today. As you can see, I'm formally dressed. I'm about to go into a meeting with some providers for NDIS, SDA, SIL. I'm very excited to be allowed to meet the team. We can bring real benefit from where I'm sitting to their activities, because I believe that we are the only ones that I know of here in town anyway, that do all four parts of the NDIS classifications. We are about to start building, a robust dwelling that will be finished in June 2023. I believe the competition is 6 months behind us. But one thing that the competition definitely not has is the smart floor plans that we have. I've had them developed overseas because I wanted to really protect the IP. Now, before you go and say, that won't comply with Australian regulations, well, it's amazing what you can find, what talent you can find overseas. I've got a designer in the Philippines that is fully conversant with the Australian building guidelines. Not only that, he knows and understands NDIS, SDAs inside out. He's made me aware of something that even I didn't know, and I've been doing it for 3.5 years. A small thing that even most certifiers overlook, but that is hidden in one of the Australian standards. So I'm very happy about that, because we can then future-proof and make sure that our designs are 100% spot on, which is what I want. I want to be open to scrutiny and stand all scrutiny. And because I'm going to use this design that is completely ours, our copyright, I'm going to use this design that has cost us $25,000 so far. Well, 3 designs really, for pretty much all activities around Australia. So I've got a design for a 15-meter block, I've got a design for a 20-meter block, and I've got a very sneaky design that I'm not going to even release any information about. The people that I'm dealing with have all signed non-disclosure agreements. So I'm really serious about keeping that competitive edge alive for us and keeping what we're doing quiet as long as we can. I'm really excited because it's, I believe, the first time that you can have all 4 classifications in one house, depending how you configure the house. Now, that doesn't mean that we will put 15 people into one house, no. But the house has 2 sections, and we can configure the house during the discussions with the providers or with the participants exactly to their requirements. So that is a lot of fun, And I don't know too many SDA providers that go into that level of detail and give the parties involved so much input and say, and that's really, again, along my thinking, that has been proven over and over to be right, which is get the people in the room that are the stakeholders, bounce the ideas around. Not only will everybody have buy-in, but the outcome is just better. So, yeah, to that extent, I'm having a working party with what I understand is the biggest provider for robust dwellings in Downsville. We are physically sitting with 4 people, including the participant's mum, around the table and putting the final dots, crossing the, what do you say? Dotting the I and crossing the T? Yeah, that's how you say it. On the design. Now, that means I can say things like, what color scheme does your son prefer? We can decide whether the grab handles go horizontal or vertical. We can make little changes that really make a difference and provide a feeling of ownership to the participants. That's the fun part in doing all of this. And if I go for the investment side of things, the thinking behind that is ownership and maintaining long-term relationships, long-term tenancies. So I'm looking for tenants that will stay for 10 years, because that's where the real ease of the deal is. That's where the real pleasant side of the deal is. That's where you have effectively a passive income, because you've done the work once, you've done it right, and it works. And yes, there is a lot of competition, especially in the NDIS SDA market. But if you have standout designs and you have standout relationships, well, guess what? You stand out. And that can come with its problems because of the tall poppy syndrome in Australia. But heck, I've never been worried about that. Okay, enough of that esoteric stuff. I'm going to have some fun. I'm about to go into a meeting. Enjoy. And remember, if you ever want to chat about anything, there is a 30 minutes discovery session on our website. Just scroll all the way down to the end and book yourself in. You got to be in it to win it. Enjoy. Bye-bye.